Well, Chris, last month in New York City, wedding dress designers showed off designs for the 2015 wedding season. And Kathy Peach Lucas runs Your Dream Day Cafe in Oakwood and was at the show. She's here this morning to show us the dresses that you will see on brides-to-be in 2015. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning, Hillary.
So I have to ask, what is the #1 style trend for 2015 wedding dresses?
What was all over the runway was vintage, lace, beading, and sparkly beading.
I love that. And we can actually see that on our model this morning, our first model there. She has wearing that dress.
Yes, yes. This is a ream aqua dress, and what you see on her dress is what's referred to as blizzard beading. So if she could turn around, just spin halfway, you can see how the beading goes through the back, and it's also sheer. So we saw a lot of dresses on the runway that had this feel to it. She has a flat fabric, but a lot of them also had lace fabric with that. But that was very, very consistently on the runway. And I think the influence from the vintage trend, which has been going on for a few years now, a little bit from the royal wedding, a little bit from Great Gatsby. You're seeing that very vintage feel, both in dresses and event design this year.
So what I'm getting at, it's that classy, very traditional wedding style, right?
Yes, yes.
Cool. Okay, so our second model has a very different style on, and that dress actually kind of reminds me of the royal wedding dress from last year, right?
It does. I wish we had that. I wish I still had that figure. She's actually wearing a Maggie Sottero dress, and Maggie Sottero is a very, very popular designer. And what you see here is the very vintage lace feel. And if you could turn around, you'll see how even that detail with the open back and the lacing and the button up. Yep. This Maggie Sottero dress runs $5,000, whereas the other one is going to run about $6,500. But one thing that you can do is if you can find a bridal shop that has a trunk show, the designers will typically have all of their dresses on display at Fashion Week, but the buyers, like Bridal and Formal, who provided these dresses for us this morning, they're only going to buy 2 or 3 or 4 designs. So when you have a trunk show, that designer brings their entire collection. So there's actually a Maggie Sottero fashion or trunk show this weekend, and then there's a one for the other one the following weekend. So
that's great news.
And Bridal and Formal is located in the Reading Bridal District, which is the largest bridal district in the company. It's about, or in the country. It's about 40-minute drive from here, and it's just a really great resource for brides to use.
Great. And on your screen right now, a couple of trends straight from the runway that Kathy saw in New York City. So you can see it's very much that classy beading style that we don't always see, but that's very in 2015 and very glamorous, I have to say.
Definitely.
Kathy, thank you so much for coming in. These styles are awesome, and if you can't obviously afford dresses like these, like you said, there's those trunk shows, and there are so many options for you out there. And of course, we'll have more information about all of these trends on our website, fox45now.com. Kathy, so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And Chris, we'll toss it over to you. Gorgeous dresses.